Every Great Lakes community is suffering from folks in the community not having access to clean, safe water as well as air and healthy land. And it's not because there's not enough of the resource to go around. It's not because we don't know how to do this. It's because of distribution.
Definitely in the Detroit area, we've got neighborhoods that are much older than mine. They've got lead service lines, they've got failing water mains, they've got leaks.
Exposure to contamination is one of the biggest risks. You know, we have a history, especially on the southeast side, the Calumet region of Chicago, we have a history of manufacturing and waste generation associated with that manufacturing.
This fine powder that comes from refining oil at BP in Whiting, Indiana, is then stored on the banks of the Calumet River, just feet away from people's houses.
We have a pipeline going through our reservation, and that's 64 years old.
There are large players behind the scenes who really want to see water systems that are run and owned by the public privatized.
In East Chicago, we just basically have discovered that most of our water, or basically all of our drinking water, is highly contaminated.
Some of this information around our waterways and contamination is not as readily available, it's not translated.
We're a community of color, we're a low-income industrial community, and a lot of things occur there that aren't allowed to occur in much more privileged communities.
There's a tremendous disconnect between how valuable and important the Great Lakes are and how much water is there and the role that's going to play in the future, and how impoverished and disenfranchised from the resource and from the wealth of the resource a lot of our communities are.
You can be at that table and not be served correctly. What this next group of activists needs to make sure that not only are they at the table, but they're getting A1 service. You know, they're getting access to everything that they should be provided with.
Learning where your water comes from, where the water that comes out of your tap comes from, what systems are in place to protect it and govern it, who's in charge of it, and then start to make your voice heard.
We must educate as many people as possible to understand what the real issues are and to get in where they fit in. To do nothing is unacceptable.
Ask yourself a very simple question: how can I help out? But how can I help out in a way that's very sincere, in a way that one can bring their resources to bear, but with a respect for that community and understanding that people are already the experts on the issues of impacting their neighborhoods.
We have billions of dollars of damage done to the land and to the water. Those are projects ready for people to clean up. Those are jobs ready for communities like our community to clean up. We can put these people to work. We can clean up the shores of Lake Michigan. We can make this a healthy community. That's my hope.
Water is a very important lifeblood of this earth, of Mother Earth, you know. And without that, this earth would die along with us, you know. So we need to save that. We need to save that water.